10.1, review of operations and compositions. Tell RJ we're live.
Where is RJ? Was he
should be
here
able to hear
yesterday? I feel like RJ and Corbin haven't been here. He really texted me second hour and I hate Monday. Why is my phone killing me? Come on now. I have tomorrow off. Yay! I work all day. Woo! No, you don't. Yeah, so you're not even working. Okay. Oh my gosh, February 21st. Oh, I know she literally like she looked at me and was like 5. She looked at me and she was like, well, how old are you? And she was like, who are you? Yeah, I'm not 5. I was like, oh, whatever. You're crazy. Okay. I don't know why this is Spanish, but definitely don't speak Spanish. Wait.
I want some of these free socks.
I kind of want it. But I only want it because if I want to
What do you do? Can you put that away? I said, can I just order some of these free socks? It says free socks.
I don't know about the socks.
I just want the free socks.
He's not giving
Well,
me
you gotta buy
free
something
socks.
for the free socks.
I think so. Those are actually pretty cool socks. Download the app, submit the order, and get free socks. So I can just do it from an app.
I don't know. Kaiser didn't say anything about that.
The hat I got a couple years ago is cool. It has the U, but it's a Nike hat. It has a swoosh here, a little bit of nylon mesh on the sides. Gotta bring
You
it
just have
to
issues with everything. You're right. Oh my gosh. What? I don't know why. What am I on? I thought I was like
Okay, let's get started. Number 1. This is all review, so I'm going to kind of try to, but if at any point you are having questions, please stop me and let me know, okay? So here we go. This is just operations of functions. If you're going to add them, subtract them, multiply them, or divide them, you just actually do what is there. The only time I actually tell you to be careful is when you're subtracting them, because that's going to change all the signs to the function that you are subtracting. For example, in this case, go back. Okay. Okay, we're good? Now let's take a look at something like this. Here we have f plus g of 1. There's a couple ways you can do this. I'll show you the way you're supposed to do it, and I'll show you my shortcut, okay? So, f plus g of 1. We're supposed to take 2x plus 1 and add that to the function x minus 5. Anyone see that? So we combine our like terms. 2x and x is going to be 3x. 1 minus 5 is a negative 4, correct? Get in there. Is a negative 4, and then we plug in the 1 into the x value, so it becomes 3 times 1 minus 4, and that result is a negative 1. You cool with that? Okay.
what is that?
The other one is 2x plus 1 minus the x minus 5. So here we have to be careful because what's happening is that this negative will need to get distributed across. So you're going to get 2x plus 1 minus x plus 5. Therefore, x plus 6. And when we do plug in that 1, we will get 7.
Is that one for B or is that for slope?
The blue is going to be for B.
Oh.
That's why I swapped the color.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I put the wrong number in here. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be, this should be plugging in a, what is it, negative 2? A negative 2. Thank you. I've been thinking about that. So it should be a 4. Thank you.
Is that 6 plus 1, the second line of the blue?
Yeah, because f function is 2x plus 1.
I just didn't.
Oh, sorry, yeah. 2x plus 1, and it's going to be minus the x minus 5. How do you guys feel about that? Okay.
I'll understand.
Where?
No, like I'll look it over.
No, tell me. I'm here now. Here. 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 Here.
I used to know where the negative 2 went.
Well, we didn't do anything with it until the end. Okay, so here it's the same thing, right? It's this function, which is that, minus that function, which is that. And then I combined them and got this expression here. Okay, now at this point is where I plugged in the negative 2, see? So now it's 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay? Now, oh shoot, I put something else in there. Here's what I would actually do, and this only works when they give you a value to plug in for x. Okay, is that you can do it individually. What is 2 times 1? And 2 plus 1 is 3. So f of x in this case is really just 3. And over here I've got 1, so that's just 4. So what is 3? Wait, no, is that right? Negative 4, thank you. So what is f plus that? Bam, which is what we had last time. Okay? And you can, and even with the negative 2. So if I put the negative 2 in there, I'll use green. Hopefully it pops. This time they're saying, hey, you know what? It's negative 2. Well, that's negative 4 plus 1, which is negative 3, correct? And then over here, we would get a negative 7. So then they're saying, okay, well, what is negative 3 minus a negative 7? Well, that's positive. Turns out to be 4, just like we had before. Okay? Now, when they give you x in this position, you have to go the long route. Okay? Because there's no getting an answer at the end. It's just going to be some expression again. Okay? Thank you, Jerry. I saw it a little. Thank you. Can I change this slide? All right, cool. Moving on. Not so far. Why is it jumping that far? Anyways,
Oh yeah.
f times g of 1. So what you're really doing is you're multiplying f times g. So the long way would be, what is 2x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 5? Well, that's going to give me 2x squared. Negative 10 plus 1 is a negative 9x minus 5. And then I plug 1 in there. Everyone knows how to FOIL, right? Okay, so I don't need to do that part. Well, they want me to plug in a 1, so that's just 2 minus 9 minus 5, aka negative 12.
Wait, why'd you get rid of the x squared?
I didn't. What's 1 times 1?
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were coding that.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. That one was. Here's what I really did. It's 2 times 1 squared minus 9 times 1 minus 5. But in my mind, I already know anything times 1 is just that. So 2 minus 9 minus 5. Okay? Leave that on for a second. No? That's all. I was trying to shine my nail. It's cotton. No?
I guess. What's your boat?
Ooh, looking good.
Have you ever gotten like a manicure?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, not at like a place, but. Okay, no, I have not gone to get a manicure. My wife will do my nails
Does
sometimes.
she paint them?
We've done that a couple of times. She loves doing it. I don't know what that's about, but I don't care.
What colors does she paint them? Do you go to school? Like, do you go out?
No, not with my nails painted. I'll take that off.
There's a guy that comes to Home Depot who has his nails purple, and he told me that he paints his nails purple because his wife died a year ago, and that was her favorite color. Like, that was her favorite nail
Thanks
color.
for ruining the moment.
Also, my colors.
I do my little girl's nails, and I'm just pretty good at it. Every time I go to JCPenney, she has to go to Sephora, and I have to do her nails, and I got really good at it. Like at first it was like, flat, 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 but now it's like, good.
Isn't she like really small though? So like,
She's
how
six.
does she have like nails? Aren't they really
She's
small?
Yeah,
Has nails.
it's hard.
Really small.
Yeah.
Really what? Like long.
She don't have long nails, but she got tiny nails, and she loves it. And she loves the lipstick, and she wants to make out like, girl, you crazy. I'll get you chapstick with a little bit of tint in it, that's about it.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Don't get her those like little fake makeup sets.
You know what? It's not even worth the money. They're junk. I got her like a little Dora the Explorer. It had nail polish in it, and she had it for like 1 day, and like she had like 2 glitters that actually stuck onto her fingernails, and I took it away because she was painting everything. And then like a week later, it was all dry. Like,
Yeah, they're not. It's bad for their skin.
it's crap. Don't buy it. All right. Next one. Next one is a division problem. They're saying take f and divide it by g. So f is 2x plus 1, and we're dividing that by x minus 5. And they want me to plug in a 7, so we can do that. So 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. And then 7 minus 5 is 2. So it looks like we've got 15 halves.
Look at the stats.
I just plugged in a 7 here. So here I just went 2 times 7 plus 1 over the 7 minus 5. And then when I cleaned it up, I got that.
What? I don't know where they're getting those numbers.
RJ, if you're listening, send something on the chat.
Hi, RJ.
He is listening. He's watching it.
Then you should throw something on the chat. How satisfied are you with the live streaming on YouTube?
You're not.
Tell him to like and subscribe.
Leave your like. What did I just say? Leave your like and
Oh, okay.
subscribe. Lol.
Literally?
Oh, I'm the king. I have a king. Oh, it's disabled. What no wonder no one's here. Oh, he's watching. Sorry, RJ, I'll have to fix that.
He says, I don't know how to comment. There's like no space to do it. Don't tell him.
Well, it's at the bottom. Is he on his phone or his computer? But it's
literally
disabled.
the
I just saw
highlight
that
of
it's
my day.
disabled.
Bless this soul.
I don't know why I disabled it.
You should enable it.
Right, I'm going to. Settings, enable live chat. Done. Say something. Hi, RJ.
Does this happen a lot
There
where
it is.
people like not watch these videos? Like, do people sit at home and like when they stay home and they do this?
I've had a few people that actually tune in, yeah.
He's on his phone.
Cool, so at the bottom you should slide up. There's a little,
I'm so confused. Are you like a pro at YouTube? I know.
no, not really.
He's a YouTube pro.
Wait, how did you get our video up that day? Because you said that it had that song in it, so you couldn't upload it, but you got it up.
It did upload, but it didn't say anything about the song.
Oh, I thought you said it did.
Yeah, well, it hasn't sent me anything yet. But usually if I get a copyright thing where they do have somebody else's stuff, it says that this video is subject to commercials. So that's how they fix it, they add commercials to it
Oh, this is my birthday.
a lot of times, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna move on through these problems here. Did you see more?
What the?
I just needed to get stuck in my brain.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I think you're.
Okay. So in this example, see how they don't have a value, a number out there?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna be stuck with whatever you get. There's no simplifying it. So in this case, you're saying take f plus g. Well, f is 3x plus 4, right? And we're gonna add to that g, which is x squared minus 3.
Dude, same.
So when you add those, you get x squared plus 3x plus 1. Done.
Okay.
At this point, I can't do anything because what am I supposed to put in for x? X. And it's already there. Now, the other scenario, Britt, is if is the minus, which is 3x plus 4 minus x squared minus 3. And what this is going to do is change all of those signs. So it really becomes 3x plus 4 minus x squared plus 3. You see that? And then I just combine it again. So it's negative x squared plus 3x plus 7.
I'm so confused.
There's chat going on.
Smart.
There's chatter. There's chatter.
Sure.
There's chatter. And a lot of cheddar.
No, jeez.
I know, and then Danny, can you take it off the table?
Okay, are we good here, Britt? This needs to go. So you can do that.
I'm just gonna take it.
Looking over.
Oh, yeah,
And then
that's
in my 6 hour, I have 6 hours.
like, I'm taking your Apple Watch.
Oh.
I have two of them.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I can't do this.
Okay.
Is it at the bottom? You swipe it up.
Yeah. It shows like a light flashing.
Just ask me crazy stuff. I'm not doing this.
I like that people are doing this. Okay, who's Maximus? Who's Maximus?
Class is like
Are we good, Chloe? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's try. So, same idea for these. You want to see those with the... I'll just do it.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. So, what was, oh man, I don't remember what f was. What was that? It was x,
It was 3x plus 4.
3x plus 4, and this was x squared minus 2?
X squared minus 3.
Minus 3. So, all we're doing here is multiplying the 2. So I'm going to have to use my FOIL, which is a 3x squared, no, 3x cubed. 3x cubed. And then here to here, that's going to give me a negative 9x plus 4x squared minus 12. And you can leave it like that. Unless it's specifically said, put it in order, then you would have to go back and go 3x squared plus 4x squared minus 9x minus 12.
How would I convert 36 into like a fraction per hour?
Yeah, we're done.
What?
We already did it. Yeah, we went. It was this times this first, right? And then this times this, which is those two,
But it needs to be a fraction.
right? 3x cubed minus 9x. And then for the next part, it's this times this, which is that, and then this times this, which is that.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, for the quotient, it is 3x plus 4 being divided by x squared minus 3. Can I factor x squared minus 3? Is that factorable? No? No, because that's not a perfect square, right? Guess what? They're done.
Anything's possible. Okay, so you know you have
Are those really your names, or are you putting a nickname there? Is it a nickname, or is it your username? Wow, that's cool. Someone's Super Mario brother.
No, I would literally. There's a little place right next to the salon. I should go hop in there. No, there's
Does my name have a show the crown on it?
Yeah.
Oh! I love it.
Did you say Micaiah?
I'm the king.
Oh,
Bow down. Je suis le roi.
Jesse.
I can't tell what you said.
Okay, don't be mean.
Don't be
Be
cruel.
aggressive.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, this one I'm going to save a little bit. It's the difference quotient. However, write this down, okay? Write that down.
Not 34 ounce.
Just write it down. Just the F part, where it says find F. Just this.
Yeah, let me find it. I say that and then like I literally have to. I hate myself. I don't know how to do this.
So, do you everybody have that written down? Put a circle around that and call that the first derivative.
The first derivative. Just that part.
Yeah, that function. Since this is pre-calculus course, this is kind of where it starts jumping into calculus. This is how you find the first derivative of a function. I'm gonna have to think about it too. It's derivative. Okay? Now, let's talk about what that means. Okay? If we're talking about, usually when you start off with parabolas, okay? And with parabolas, Kyle, they are curvy, right? And we're trying to find, let's see here, how do I explain this real quick? All we've been doing right now when we do distance rate problems is average rate, right? Distance equals DRT, what is it? Distance equals rate multiplied by time. It's average distance. So if you're trying to find average distance, you usually go with our slope formula, which is, what is it? Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1, right? That's the average. But it's what that really is saying, hey, you know what? How fast am I going on average from this point to that point? So it's something like this, correct? You guys have seen those already over and over. Oh, what's the average rate here? Well, when you get to calculus, they don't care about average rate. They want more specific. Okay? They want to say, hey, you know what? I want to know how fast you were going after 2 seconds. Okay? So if this is the function that represents that, maybe 2 seconds is right, and I'll use another color. Maybe this represents 2 seconds right there. So the question is, how fast are you going at that point? Okay? Now, obviously, I can draw a line that represents that, can't I? Okay? And that's wrong because it's not supposed to be inside. But I can draw a line right through that represents that slope. Do you see it?
Yeah.
You see that slope? So let's make up a coordinate for that real quick. Someone make up a coordinate for this rate of change at 2 seconds. Just a theoretical point.
1, 2.
1, 2 sounds good. So it's 1, 2, correct? Now, if I use my tools that I know from algebra now that we've been doing, it's supposed to be y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, correct? And now I've only got 1 point because I'm trying to find the distance at that specific point, correct? So I'm going to plug it in. So let's see here. 2 minus 2 over 1 minus 1. Well, guess what I get? 0. Right? But that's not 0. I can definitely see by the line that crosses there is some specific rate of change. This is when in calculus you have to graduate from this old school formula of slope to something that is much more elaborate. Same idea, but a little bit different. So we don't have time to go into that. I'll definitely talk about it Monday. Let's move on to the next part. JK, Tuesday. But that's simply called the first derivative. All right, here we go. Continuing. All right, here we go. Composition of functions. Take your picture of that.
Yeah, or what? Archie finally showed up in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avicii?
Okay, you guys good?
No.
No.
I don't understand. Why is this problem extra crazy?
We did take a tech break.
Oh, why?
Let's do that right now. Take 1 minute, check your devices. 1 minute, and then we'll get back to work.
I'm watching your live
Okay.
Are you watching live stream? So this is time to stretch.
I know.
He literally has been watching the last one.
Stretch or do your check your tech. Why would you watch a live stream when you're in the event? That's just silly.
No,
He doesn't want to look up.
That's like being at the concert. Be like, man, they got these angles good on YouTube.
He doesn't want to look up.
yeah, like always. But it has a delay, so.
Remind me why I turned off chat.
Oh my gosh. Why do you look like you want to kill your animal?
What did it say? Hey, you got about 7 more seconds.
Whoa, sir.
Check mine real quick.
What did it say? That made you say that?
All right, that's time, guys. Let's get back to work. Put those phones away upside down. Okay. So from the last slide, they told you something about f of g is equal to f parentheses g parentheses parentheses x parentheses parentheses, right? Does everyone know here what Russian nesting dolls are? Who does not know what a Russian nesting doll is? Okay. Have you ever seen those dolls that are hollow? You open it and there's another one inside.
Yeah.
That's a Russian nesting doll. And then that one, you open it, it has another one inside. Okay? This is how I equate this type of math to Russian nesting dolls. Because what you're doing is you're taking functions and you're putting them inside of functions, inside of functions, inside of functions. It's math inception. Okay? So, here's what we want to do. When you see something like this, when you see fog, hey, calculate fog, and you'll hear that a lot. Goff or fog or hop, depends on what the function's name is. Okay? You're good? Here's what I want you to do right away. We always read math left to right. So as I look at this, what is my main function? The first one, f. The O is really not a function. It really means this. Okay? It really means it's a function that's getting put inside, okay? So let me rewrite that. They're saying this, and I think this was on the left on the other slide. F of g of 3, close, close, close. So when you see fog, it really means this. Okay? What they're saying is, hey, I've got this main function called f, and what is f, people? It is 3x plus 2, correct? And into this function, I'm going to put another function in there. What's the other function's name? It's g. Now, as I look at this piece of it, right here, and just ignore that because that's just for me to show you, I have only one place I can put something in, isn't there? That's the only thing I can really change, which is x. So I'm going to write 3x plus 2. Everyone cool with that? So now I've created the slot for me to put in my function. And what is the other function? 2 over x. So in here I'm going to write 2 over x. Okay, now another rush nesting doll. What goes inside of that? 3. So this becomes 3 parenthesis 2 over parenthesis plus 2. And what I'm going to throw in there is a 3. At this point I can simplify it, right? Because I know what my numbers are. I know 3 and 3 make 1. So I got 2 plus 2, which is 4. Questions there? A little deep, huh? A little math inception. What's real? It's not even real anymore. Okay? There's 3 parts to this. The main function was 3x plus 2, correct? And then the x was the only thing that changed here into parentheses. And we plugged something into that, which was the g function, the next in order. So g, which is 2x, went inside of there. Now, the only x spot I have is that bottom part. And then so I go to the next part. What goes inside of that? It's the 3. So I put the 3 inside of there. And then I just did it. Kind of crazy? Kyle? A little crazy? A little crazy? I could have done that a little cleaner. I'm sorry. Want me to do it again?
Oh my gosh.
Do it again with the other one, though?
Yeah.
Do it again with the other one? Okay, cool. Can I get rid of it now, then?
No, hold up.
No? I can hold up.
This is wrong.
Someone would do that a lot. What did that mean? Was like, am I blowing you off or something?
Probably Caitlin or Sarah White.
What does it mean?
They're just ridiculous.
I'm just...
We only have 6 more minutes. Go.
Go! Okay, so let's try the next one here, okay? And I'm going to color code this so you can see a little bit better, okay? What's my main function? G is my main function, which is 2x. So I'm going to write that as 2 over parentheses. What goes inside of that?
3x plus 2.
The f function, which happens to be 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 2. Now I'm going to write it as, here, let's go this way, 2 over 3x plus 2. Right? Now what goes inside of that? 3. So I've got 2 over 9 plus 2 makes 11. Math. Uh-huh.
1 to 5, why am I?
Because Nina didn't show it to you.
I'm so mad. I got it
Yeah, I
right.
said it on the recording.
True frustration.
Can you come fix this girl's homework before she has connection?
Who has a conviction?
Connection.
What's that?
I got it right. I just didn't round it completely.
Awesome. Before you pack up, please do the exit ticket.
You're not helpful. Day 2, not
What's that
helpful.
exit ticket?
Can't handle
Huh?
you.
You can do it on your cell phone. There's 3 minutes. That's plenty of time.
3 minutes. You expect me to be able to pull this up in 3 minutes? I
Yeah?
don't even know how to
Because you
find
have it in your favorites.
Not on our phone.
I didn't even know about that.
Why?
What song is it?
What song is it?
Oh, there it is.
Brandon, what was your question here?
So I was waiting for the next one.
I don't have stuff.
Huh?
I don't have stuff.
It says it's waiting for the next activity to begin, so I think that's you.
Yeah. Try to get this. Go ahead.
Wow. Aww, that's a Doctor Who name. Why do I know that?
You want the objectives?
I'm in. Was this chapter 10?
Yes.
It's nowhere. Please answer the teacher's question.
Right up there.
I would have liked for you to say more about how to help me with my homework. Can I put that in there?
Whatever you want.
You can go right up.
For number 3, we just answer the question, right?
Yep.
You can do it. Yeah, that's a question.
You said use the current activity. Wait for the next one. No.
You're good to go. Thank you. See, that's what it took. Took a minute.
I'm fine. I've been trying to get hundreds on these 2 homework assignments in 2 weeks. I just want hundreds. One that I had the most for.
Don't do it. It's trash.
Like I emailed the lady from Wales, like the university president. I know Wales is.
Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. See you Tuesday.
Oh, she did. She was like, oh, well, I'm unable to provide you with
More complex operation. You want more complex ones already? You will. Thank you. Just go student login. That's down for the classroom. And that's the classroom exit.
I already kind of understand these procedures. Trying to go what?
I finished the study plan,
Awesome.
so how do I take the test?
It'll have to be if you want to take it ASAP, it's gonna have to be Tuesday after school.
Alright.
Because I won't be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I can do that. Thank you.
That's kind of. We'll take on your laptop right now.
Okay. Yeah, I've never even been on that site, so if you did it with the class or something, it was when I wasn't here.
It should be open.
I just mean like this site in general, I've never.
We did it one day, and
I don't think I was here because I don't remember it.